Midwest Gaming USA is back for another building series in Roblox Ultimate House Tycoon. Last time we left off, this is what we had here. So, one thing that I also forgot that I was thinking about is I'm going to click on this, resize it, bring it back. When you put doors in, let's choose, I don't care what door it is, let's just throw this one in here. You throw a door in, this is where it gets pretty complicated too. So there's your door. I'm just using it for an example. This isn't where we're going to put a front door. This is all for examples only. Just so you get the basics down. So let's say you want to throw in a door. We'll get off that move, highlight this one, and then when you resize this, watch. I'm going to pull it all the way to the door. It stops. You cannot pull it any further to that door. So in order to do around doors, try to get your height to about the same there. Yeah, I'd probably go about there. But either way, you either have to pull the door out and extend this a little bit, or pull the wall out and extend it a little bit. So it looks something like this here. You can pull that out probably a little bit further. Resize it like so, and then move it back in. See how that worked? And then what you got to do is just take another wall. We'll do this one here. Come over here to move it. So let's move it, and is that pretty close? Over a little bit. Probably right there. So then I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to come back here so I can see a little bit better. Resize it. Bring it in to about there. And then raise it up to about there. This is what's really time consuming about this. Doors and I believe windows are the same, but the windows, I usually just use the big glass because more than likely you're building mansions, not just a regular house. But if you were to build a house, you'd want to do that. Your other wall will be, coming down this way. So that little gap doesn't really affect you too much. I mean, you can bring it out more if you want. But then, like I said, remember, if you want the outside to be one color and then the inside to be a different color, you got to come in here, hit clone, highlight this, and bring it out just a little bit. So when you're building these and you want two different colors, you got to basically build two houses or two walls, two floors, two, whatever to do your colors. So then next, let's say you want to keep this like a red line throughout the whole ordeal here, which I'm higher now because of the door. So we'd have to come over here, highlight this, and resize it to go up a little further, I think. Yeah. And then you'd have to do that also with the inner wall. So you'd have to do that to everything, just resize everything. But let's say you want to do a second story. I'm going to go over here, grab a blank one, and probably right about there. I'm going to snap that up in there. Then I'm going to move it, square it up to the wall here. Probably like that. Okay. And then I'm going to resize it. So if you wanted it to have another outline like that, you're just going to blow that up one. See, and then you can paint this the same color as that. And then you can have stripes in your house. You know what I'm saying? As you're building up. You don't have to necessarily do this. If you have a whole glass building and you don't want to see this through the glass, just do thin floors. And another thing about your floors, just like the walls, if you want your flooring to be wood, but let's say the ceiling on here, let's just say plain white, plain red, or whatever, you're going to have to duplicate that too. So I'm going to bring this out to about right here. And then what you want to do is you want to clone this and bring it up. So another thing is when you're cloning, especially a floor, let's say we want to fill in this gap. What I'll do is I'll clone this top layer, okay? And then I'll resize it like this. And then I'll move it over to here. Resize it just a little bit more like that. Now see, since I cloned it, it's going to be at the same level. Hate these pop-ups. It's going to be at the same level long as I clone. Because if you don't clone, let's just throw up a floor right here. Yeah, we're still in flooring. So let's say we want to throw a floor up here. Okay. Now watch. I want to bring it down to be with that level, right? See? It's not going to go to that level. It's going to be uneven. Your floor is going to be uneven. So you can't just throw a floor up because you're going to have a gap here. That's what I've learned. So that cloning tool is definitely what you want. And here's your delete button, like I was trying to tell you. There, deleted it. So I'm going to go down here, highlight that. Oh, wait, not delete it. We're going to clone it. I'm going to highlight it and bring it down. And it'll be the same level as this one. And if not, you can clone the downstairs and shrink it to this, and that'll all be one level. But see, there's no gap. It's the same level. So the cloning tool is definitely what you want to do. And then, like I said, we're going to work on steps. So I like these steps because they're more like blocks. If I need to add a block, I can. And see, I cannot put it where I want it. It's just bouncing around. So just place it and then move it to where you want it. Okay? Go over here so we get a view from up here. Now let's see if we move it up. Okay, so if we move it up, look, that's basically dead on. Okay? So you can do one of two things here. You can clone it, like so. Move it out one step, and then bring it down. And they're on top of each other. Oh. Now watch, it's not going to work since I'm talking about it. So that's still one more step we need to go down. Probably right there, and then maybe up a little bit. Oh. And now watch, it's not going to work. You can do it that way. And then add some walls in here so you don't see that. Like, let's go here. Grab a clear wall. Let's move it. So you can do it like that also. Just kind of hide that overlap. Make it look cleaner. Or close this out, go to these shapes. Go to these basic shapes here. You can take this, sandwich it down. Like so. And then move it. I mean, let's say the step wasn't touching or whatnot, or maybe you want to build your own steps. You can layer these up just like steps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go here, clone it, bring it up, and bring it out. And just repeat that cycle all the way up to your floor. If you don't want to deal with lining this up, this might be your easier option. But if you want wood like this on that layer, you're going to have to clone, bring that up, resize it, and pancake it right on top. Just like that. And then you'll change that to wood. Or, you know, whatever you want. Wood planks. And another thing is for garages, you have this metal. Oh, wait, it's diamond plate. Where's that at? Right here. See, you can use that for flooring in your garage if you wanted to. So that's how you do steps. And, whoops, let's get back up here. Steps and flooring. Now, since it's like this, what you want to do is come over here, clone this. Well, actually, let's clone this because it's smaller. And it fits right in there. We can scoot it over so you can walk up there. And then you just resize it. I don't know if it's going to let me because we're so close to that door. Yeah, it is. Then we can move it just a little bit and that'll line that up. Go over here and move that. And then you'd want to come down here, clone what we just put up there and bring that down one. And that's your flooring / ceiling. That way you have two different colors. And then this gap, well, actually that gap, you could still do this on this gap. And you just take this, sandwich it down, do it like this, and then move it. We're going to move it towards us. It's getting dark, so it's hard to see this. Bring this in, and then bring it down. And that'll be like a trim to hide your gap there. You just resize it. Bring it like that. And then another thing is, what a lot of people like too is they like making some of their stripes neon. So you want to go to material, go to neon, see how that lights up. And you can come here for your colors. You want it red, you can have it red. Those lines ain't going to be there. Watch, I'll see. You click on something else to see what it'll look like. But since I had it highlighted, that's why it does that. just to let you know. And then another common color is probably some kind of like a blue or something. A lot of people use that. I've used that on that big house with a parking garage on it because they're going to release an update on March 22nd of a Miami map. So to me, that's like Miami colors. So that's why I did mine like that. So that's the basics of that. And then, like I said, you can always come over here, clone this, and then just drag it over here so you don't have to, well, see, the door's going to be in the way here. So you have to, cut that down. You got to resize it or bring it up. I think if it's left up there like that, you'd be fine. But then you got to pull the doors out, straight out, and then move these up, and then put the door straight back in. It'll fit perfectly. So that's with doors. There's your steps. There's your floor and your ceiling. So, like I was saying, let's highlight this floor. Like I said, I'm just doing random stuff here. Probably wood planks is probably, since it's right here at the bottom, easiest to do. See, now that's wood plank. Now down here, see? Now you can change this a whole different color. And that's how you do that. And then let's say you did a pre-made house on here. Those you cannot paint the inside and have the outside a different color. You literally have to put walls up in every spot and double up your walls kind of like this. Because some of those houses have like, let's go to, I'll give you an example here. Walls. Some of these houses have walls like this, and they're usually like this thick, and then they'll probably have a window here or something. Well, if you have a pre-made house and it has something like this and you want to paint it, look what happens. Let's do, like I said, random colors. Let's do red or pink. See how that has the blocks in there? And then the outside's not going to be different than the inside. So if you wanted it different, you need to take a wall, move that, and then see how it's blinking. That's too far in. You got to bring it out, resize it like so. And that's how you do the pre-made houses. Because, yeah, those are a pain. And you got to do little sections like over the windows and stuff like that. It could be a pain. Oh, and then, oh yeah, I already showed you that. So that's your basics of that. And then, like I said, if you want to, let's go blank. There we go. Like I was telling you, if you wanted it all one piece of glass without creases, that's how you do this for your second floor. If you wanted it all, solid glass, that's how you would do that. And then your lights is another thing. See how we double floored this? I'm going to show you this with the lights, because if you don't double floor it, because these are your most common lights, most of these are too long or too big. So these are, to me, like your basic lights you'd be using in just about every house. Now see if you want it stuck up there like that. See how it sticks up there? You'd have to bring this floor up a little bit more. But you know, if you don't mind that black ring on there. But yeah, that's your basics of that. And then your lights, which is really nice. That's what I'm saying is this cloning tool is a savior. You click on that and you can just keep on going, you know what I'm saying? Just go with how many ever lights you want. And then you also have these, which are nice. Sometimes I'll use these on the outside. And what I do is I rotate them. See how they're pointing down? Well, then I go to this rotating tool, right? And then I'll point them up. And then I'll rotate them around like that. So that's your rotating tool. You can go this way, go that way. And then that's how, I mean, you place them up here too. You'd want to place them up here facing down on your display here for your cars. Shine some light on that. And yeah, you do whatever you want to do here. And then to add all your furniture, you come over here to decorative. And it gives you your categories right here. So your sports, that's going to be all your fields and basketball courts and all that. Garage, you all know what the backyard, your pool and all that. Oh yeah, and then forgot to show you this. You go in the building, people's asked me this too. They're like, well, how do you build a helicopter pad? Because I can't find them. Well, they're underneath the roof. So you can put those anywhere you want. And then move them around. You can put them in your yard. Put them up on your roof. Do whatever you want. And then also, to tidy up your place, you can go to flooring. And right here is grass. So you can go to grass down here and make your front yard look good. See? Then you have a lawn. So I thought maybe this was going to take longer in episodes. But that's your basics, really. I mean, with these two videos I made, you should be able to build your own house and get going on it. You guys have any questions or want me to make a video of something that you can't figure out or anything like that, please leave me a comment and I will have no problems making a video for you on how to do something else. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just showing you the basics because everybody wanted to know, how do you build a house? So there you are. Hopefully you guys can get it. Thanks for watching. You like. Subscribe. We'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Yeah.